Hey guys, Useless here, and I watched Soul. So Soul is the latest Pixar movie. It released straight to Disney Plus, so that's where I watched it. I watched it from the comfort of my own home in my pajamas. And I guess just to say up front about, oh, is the theatrical experience the only way to watch movies? I honestly I was totally fine watching it here in my house. Not to say that I don't like the theatrical experience, but it's like watching it in the theater or in my house, like it's the same movie. It's gonna be just as good. But yeah, I watched it from my home. Had a good time watching it. It's just on Disney Plus. There's no like $30 fee like they try to do with Mulan. I don't think Mulan ended up being that successful, so Disney was just like, all right, fine, just take it, just take Soul. But yeah, so you can go watch it now if you want. I mean, you do need to get the Disney Plus subscription, but you can go and watch Soul. And yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful movie. It's kind of a hard one to, I guess, talk about in detail, just because it is so just different from anything that I feel Pixar has ever done before. I guess the closest that I would say is like Coco. Um but I feel like Soul just touches on those themes in a much more, I guess, direct and existential manner, cuz with Coco it's much more like magical, and it deals with, I guess, sort of like Mexican mythology in a way, so it just feels a bit more magical. Whereas Soul is much more existential about its about its about the subject matter that it's tackling, and honestly, to the point that I don't know that this movie is really appropriate for children, because like it's a Pixar movie, and it's not that it's like overtly like offensive in any way. It's not like violent, but it deals with death and, you know, moving on from life in a very direct way that it's not like a movie like Coco to where there are a lot of like other distractions that a child will be like okay with, and they might not even really understand what's happening. Like this is very it's a very direct movie, Soul is. So I don't know if I would let my child watch this, but as an adult watching it, I thought it was just a very well made movie, and it's just a movie that makes you think about life. I would say the message of the movie is that it's that you should appreciate the life that you have, and not be so obsessed with attaining things, I guess, and just learn to, like I said, appreciate the life that you have, because there are probably a million things that you experience in your daily life that you just don't think about and you just kind of ignore. But when you sit back and think about it, you'll probably find just a lot of stuff in your life that is just beautiful, and that you just don't think about until you don't have it anymore. So yeah, I know I'm talking about things in very sort of vague generalities, but this is just such a weird movie from Pixar, and it's a very interesting movie. It's a very good movie, but I kind of don't want to go into it too much, just because I feel like this is really a movie that you should just watch for yourself. Just go into it and experience it. Although yeah, if you are a parent and you're wondering if this is a good movie for your child, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I would say maybe watch it for yourself and then make that decision for yourself. Just because I don't know if like life and death, just the concept of life and death, I that's a very that's I feel like that's a very parent by parent basis as to whether or not they would want to let their, I guess, expose their child to that sort of thing. So you're, as a parent, you're just gonna have to make that executive decision yourself. But I thought it was a very good movie. I would definitely recommend watching it. It's it's just a bit of a, it's a very existential one, and one that touches on themes in a much more direct way than I feel like Disney or Pixar has ever done. So yeah, I don't know. Did you watch Soul? What did you think about it? Did you learn to appreciate the life that you have after watching it? I mean, it's one of those things where like I feel like I always kind of, you know, thought of the sort of messages of this movie. I'm not necessarily like too obsessed with attaining things in life. I mean, I try to, you know, obviously like with this channel, I mean, I'm obviously trying to, but I don't think I've ever necessarily lost sight of appreciating the smaller things in life. So, but you know, even still, like just watching this movie, it just sort of puts that way more into focus, you know. Um, but yeah, I don't know what I'm just talking about my thoughts now. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe, like the video, ring the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So do the things that the YouTubers tell you to do at the ends of their videos. Goodbye.